Welcome to Envisioned Broadcasting, the station designed to encourage, equip, and empower you for growth and success. Presents Women Emerge with Melissa Lambert, a show that shines a light on spiritual growth, health, purpose, and financial education. It's time to emerge and begin to live out your dreams, walk into your destiny, while making a difference in the lives of many.
Welcome to Women Emerge with Melissa Lambert. I am your host, and it's always an honor and a privilege to come before you another Thursday. Happy Thursday, everyone. I am just so thankful that God has given me another day, another breath to breathe, to come on to share some great information with you. Just to remind you that this show truly focuses on how we can bring forth different leaders, different experts, and motivators that can share their journeys and their stories through personal and professional growth, knowledgeable tips, and lesson learned that will empower you to grow. It is time. It is time to grow your mind, your spirit, your brand, your business, and truly your finance. Today, I am going deeper into a good conversation. The topic is infinite banking. And I'm going to explain a little bit more about what that looks like for each and every one of us to really get deeper into. So I know that you guys have heard me talk about so many times about infinite banking. I know you have also heard my mentor, Tony Chambly, who is the president and the founder of Core Financial Partners. He has come on many times, and we talk about infinite banking. So I want to continue this conversation, and I will continue to say this and speak about this topic as much as I can until as many people as possible can say, you know what, I am taking the shift and I am going to control my finance. So infinite banking explain how to become your own bank. People like, it takes a lot to become your own bank. You got to have all this money. You got to have all this equity in purchasing to have an own bank and find a building, find employees. That's not the type of bank. That's a traditional bank. I'm not talking that type of bank. I'm talking about how you can take control of the function of your money, how your money is moved, how your money is operated, how your money is placed, where your money is placed, right? You're going to take that control. So infinite banking concept, you may hear me say IBC, is a financial strategy that empowers individuals and families to take control of their finances by becoming their own banker. This concept was developed by the late R. Nelson Nash. And when I say I'm so thankful for this gentleman and his family who is continuing this legacy of making sure that we understand what that infinite banking concept is. IBC, which is infinite banking concept, utilizes specially designed whole life insurance policy to create a personal banking system. And one thing I can tell you that people say, well, I have a life insurance policy. No, you may do, but you don't have an infinite banking life insurance policy where you can actually use it as a bank. That's the difference. That's why you need to connect with me, with me, so I can share with you how you can do so. So let's break it down a little bit more. So what is infinite banking? As I mentioned, infinite banking involves using cash value, whole life insurance policy to finance personal expenses, investments, and other financial needs. So I need you to understand that this process is not something that, okay, we're going to, we can start it today. But remember, when you have any bank, you can't take out money out of no bank if you have not put nothing in, right? So if you're going to start this concept with us and become your own bank, you got to really fund that bank. That's where that cash value comes in, right? And where you can now utilize it, to buy purchases like a car, to buy purchases like maybe to say, you know what, I'm going to, go on vacation, or I'm going to do something really special with with myself. So again, we truly want you to really know the power of becoming your own bank, right? So that's why here at Core Financial Partners, we stand on making sure you know the truth about money, right? So again, this instead of relying on the traditional banks, your Wells Fargo, your Banks of America, your Navy Federal, name your bank. That's considered a traditional bank, right? Individuals, when you instead of relying on that traditional bank, you as an individual or a family can borrow against your policy, your cash value within your policy, allowing your money to grow uninterrupted while maintaining liquidity and control. I said it. If you don't have control, I'm telling you, why? And I know why, because you weren't told you can receive control. You weren't told that it's possible to become your own bank. You weren't told that you can actually move that interest that the bank is making on your money. You weren't told that you can actually make that money. But guess what? The truth is out. Now you know better. It's time to do better. So I'm just going to kind of give you just a little bit about how you can kind of stay irrelevant and understand more of this concept. I want you to really go research it, but also get the right thing. So who founded infinite banking? As I mentioned, the late R. Nelson Nash introduced the infinite banking concept in his own book. He created this concept, and he also created a book. He wrote a book called Becoming Your Own Banker. So Becoming Your Own Banker, he wrote that book. And when I tell you, that book has changed my entire perspective of what banking really is. His approach was influenced by his background in economics and his desire to help individuals and their families achieve financial independence. And when I tell you I am happy, I am thankful, I am grateful that this gentleman exists, brought this concept together, because of him, I can stand here and share this information with you today. And I want to quote one of his Nelson Nash quote. It says, "Plans as you got to plan as if you are going to live forever, and live as if you're going to die tomorrow." So we want you to understand that failure to plan is a plan to fail in some way or form, but you have to also figure out how to live as you're going to die tomorrow. So making sure you have your everything in order, your will in order, your life insurance in order, everything impactful that will, impact your family when you're no longer here, right? So that is something that I truly love what he says with that. And just to kind of break down, and I mean, one of the things that he really kind of build that foundation to let us realize that it's not just for today. This is not something that I'm going to only keep to myself. This is something that I will pass on to my generation, my other generation, which is Chelsea. And my goal is to see her pass it on 4 generations down to her children, to her children's children, to her children's children's children. So that is something that he has even done in his family. His daughter, his children receive the information. Now their children is now receiving the information, to the point I met on a Zoom one of his granddaughter, who is actually running his running his company, the Nelson Nash Institution, right? So you can tell this is something that is built out from generation to generation. He always says, 70 years from now, we're not going to be here, but this information should be, right? And I'm glad to know that, Core core financial partners do exist to bring forth this information. We are truly on a crusade. We're on a crusade to really transform the lives of so many people by sharing this information that will empower you to grow. When I even think about we call it our 4S mission, which is to help people move from survival to security, from security to success, from success to significance. That is where we want to see people, because right now America is struggling. America is at that place where many people are living from paycheck to paycheck. That's survival mode, right? We want to make sure we can get them from that survival to now saying saving at least 3 to 6 months of their income. Say that's security, and now moving to them where they now can say, let's move to success, where I can now invest, buy some properties, buy some gold, right? Put some more money into my infinite banking and move that around where I am, debt free, paying out my debt through my infinite banking, or paying my car loan through my policy. That's now getting to that success. And that significance is saying, you know what, now I'm at that place where I'm leaving legacy. That's the core financial partners mission. One of our mission is that 4S, to get people from survival to security, from security to success, from success to straightforward to significant. And what I love about our philosophy at Core Financial Partner is more money doesn't get or keep you out of financial situation. Only financial education does. And we believe that we can get people that information, and the only way we can get that information out is through this radio podcast, through our Zooms, through our live presentations, through our one-on-one, through your word of mouth, you sharing this information so everyone can hear it as well. So I am thankful. When I say I'm thankful for for Latoya and Tony Chambly, who are the presidents and the founders of Core Financial Partners. And I believe truly that we are at a place where we need to get this information out, and we need your help. And what I love about our firm and what we're built on is, I love this statement that we always say: we trust God, we love on people, and we show you how to use money, right? And don't get it twisted, because that is what we want to make sure we always rely on the God that we serve and trust him in all that we do. We love on you as people and show you the way, right? And in the process of showing you the way, we show you how to use money the right way through this concept of infinite banking. So I'm excited again, because I really, as I partnered up with Core Financial Partner, where our goal is your crusade, where your goal is our crusade, we believe that whatever your goal is financially, we want to make sure that that is something that we want to pinpoint to make sure you see the need to say, I work so hard for something. Why don't I control it? Now that Melissa, Tony, Latoya, and the other corpreneurs has told me this information, let me now figure out how to move my financial portfolio where it's working for me and not against me. That's my goal to see. That's why we say your goal, your financial goal truly truly is our crusade to help you to control what you work so hard for. So that is one of the things I want to really kind of pinpoint out to you, and how Core Financial Partners came into partnership with Lambert Legacy Financial. I truly am thankful for Latoya and Tony Chambly, because I remember when they first started this process and they were sharing this with me, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't get it then. It went over my head, right? But then years later, circle back around, I stayed in contact with them. I always look at them as my mentors, and also look at them as, people that I can trust with my life and my money, right? So I knew that when they were still preaching this message, that they were onto something. So I had to take a quicker look. And last year, 2024, is when I really kind of took it serious and was like, you know what? I'm going to go get my license. It took me a while to get there, but I did not give up. right? I did not give up. I did not give up. So I really was thankful to be able to now partnered with them, under the brand Core Financial Partners. I know I have my brand Lambert Legacy Financial, but we are building something great, and I want to be able to lock arms with Latoya and Tony Chambly under Core Financial Partners and really get to that place where we are making this what we call a crusade. We're moving from city to city to state, getting this information out to the public so people can understand where we are, what we do, and what we stand for, right? So Core Financial Partners does specialize in implementing the infinite banking concept, helping clients develop financial strategies that minimize unnecessary wealth transfer and accumulate accessible capital. That's the main purpose and focus, right? And what I love about these two amazing people is if they are two individuals who are also licensed practitioners of the Nelson Nash Institute. That is big because they went through a program. When I tell you the program is heavy, honey, I've been studying for that program, failed the test, but, I'm, again, keep on pressing through because I will also hold that certificate, that license as a licensed practitioner of the Nelson Nash Institute. But I'm under two amazing practitioners, who is Tony and Latoya Chambly, right? And they're doing some great and mighty things, especially here where we are with utilizing the concept through Core Financial Partners. So in partnership with Core Financial Partners, I serve as a trusted consultant, guiding my clients through the process of becoming their own banker and taking charge of their financial future. When I tell you, it's a joy to be able to share this information. Why? Because it was never shared before. And many people, they're talking about it, but they're not saying the right thing. They're leading people to a place where we call, to another, policy they call universal life, IULs, right? And that's not something that we can use. If you listen to my other podcast with Tony Chambly, you realize that cannot, be used in this building out your own infinite banking, right? So you got to be careful who's sharing this information with you. That's why I want to make sure we come on, you hear this information, you take heed to this information, and you ask questions. When you go to LambertLegacyFinancial.com, LambertLegacyFinancial.com, when you go to there, you will get to my core website. And on my core website, you will see some information, but you also will see where you can actually book some time with me. Take the time. Go to my website, LambertLegacyFinancial.com, LambertLegacyFinancial.com. When you go to that website, you will have the opportunity to book some time on my calendar to have this conversation. And I tell you, when we haven't turned up yet, this is just a starting of something great. I know for a fact that greater is on the arise, that we are going to blaze a lot of trail. We're going to take this thing by storm. And I really feel that we will see this information as, oh, this is new. It's not. This concept has been around for over 200 years. It's older than the IRS, honey. So don't think that we're giving you new information, but I do need you to do your due diligence and go and get the book. Go on Amazon and go get the Infinite Banking book, from which is written by R. Nelson Nash. He's the founder of Infinite Banking Concept, and his book is Becoming Your Own Banker. I want you to go on Amazon, and I'm going to see if I can put that link also for the Amazon book inside of our, or you can go to corereads.com. If you go to corereads.com, that book is there, plus all the other books that we suggest for you to read. So go to core, CORE, reads, READS.com, corereads.com. All right. So again, you are tuned into Women Emerge with Melissa Lambert. It's always an honor and a privilege to come before you another Thursday. Happy Thursday, y'all. And we're talking about infinite banking and giving a little bit of explanation about infinite banking. And just in case you missed the beginning, infinite banking concept, we normally say IBC, is a financial strategy that empowers individuals and their families to take control of their finances by becoming their own bankers. This concept was developed by the late R. Nelson Nash and still going strong with his institution. And we are doing a great job by spreading the word, and we want to make sure you know about it. And how is this infinite banking policy utilized? It is used and can be used in specially designed whole life insurance policy to create a personal banking system. And that can be set up with a practitioner or a trained practitioner under core financial partners. So, or corepreneurs, we call ourselves. So we truly are here to be a blessing, a help to you. We are not trying to take from you. We are trying to share with you. Again, we're not trying to take from you. We are wanting to share with you because at the end of the day, you're using somebody else's bank. And if you're not being paid the interest, somebody else is being paid that interest. If it's not coming to you, someone else is getting your money, right? And it's not you, it's the bank. So we want you to reverse the role and know that you can be the bank. So as I continue, y'all, I want to kind of share with you why I've joined this movement with Core Financial Partners. We're on a crusade, y'all, to make sure this information is shared with clarity and understanding and goes into effect where we are saying, listen, this concept cannot stay with just Melissa, Tony, and LaToya. It has to be spread to your sisters, to your brothers, to your aunties, to your uncles, to everyone. And even soon, I will be doing a lot of city tours, state tours, and even hosting here in Florida in October, a ladies financial tea. Y'all gonna come, ladies, with your hat. I'm bringing forth 100 ladies in their hats, and we are going to learn about our money, honey. Ladies financial tea. We're going to really talk about it, y'all. And I know that these husbands are there as, a part of, the household that's bringing the most of the income. That's great. But ladies, y'all need to also own up to that as well. And being able to know where your money's going, how your money is being kept, but also how your money is being spent and how you can get control back of your own money, right? So why I joined the movement, I've witnessed firsthand how traditional banks profit, take control of my own money while giving me or you little in return. You see it every day. Check your last statement and see if you had any dividends. And if you had any dividends on your account, how much was it? It wasn't as much as the bank made off of your money. While you're so thankful that you have a place to host your money, because that's what they're a holding spot. That bank is a holding spot where you're allowing them to host and hold your money while they're making money for you. They're literally using your money as business to lend out your own money. Can you believe that? You are the bank's business. While you think that they are your business, well, I bringing my business to the bank. No, you are their business. So they're like, come on in, take a seat. We're going to give you a free checking account. We're going to even give you $500 to refer anybody to us. Really? Wow, that's great. That's like somebody was telling me, oh, get this. I forgot, what is that called? Acorn. I get one of those accounts. I get $500. Yeah, you want me to put something in, right? But don't understand, as I put something in, they're using everybody that's doing that. They're like literally recruiting people to, they're giving people money, but not realizing those people are giving them their contacts. You guys that are doing that, you're giving this company, this banking institution, your business, your friends, your colleagues, your families to go. You're sending them over to a traditional bank where they're going to be putting money in, and they're going to use that bank is going to use their money, that person's money, to make money off. Even though they made money by giving you back money, they print in fake money, as to be honest with you, to give it back to you, right? Giving it to you into an account where still they have control of. Yeah, makes sense. No, it doesn't. So I have, again, witnessed all how this banking system works, and I've had enough. I want to be able to control my money, control what I make, control what I put out, control what I put in. I am now on a mission, y'all, to educate. First thing is to educate, then to empower. The 3 E's: to educate, empower, and to equip others with the truth. You can be the bank, y'all. That's the truth. You can be the bank. I want y'all to say that. I can be the bank. That part. So by partnering with core financial partners, I'm really ready to stand with this amazing team that is going to help us in so many ways. We're dedicated. We're dedicated people with decade. This again, Tony and Latoya has decade of experience in understanding the people, but also understanding the infinite banking concept. We offer and tailored strategies with integrity. We here at Core Financial Partners focuses on generational impact. You heard me right, generational impact, not just short-term gains. That is not our aim. We don't even charge for our financial consultant, being financially consultant with you. That is even free. So we're not trying to look at anything short-term. Oh, we need your money. No. We want you to first, before we can take anything, do you understand what we're talking about? Do you get the concept? Do you know how we're going to teach you to own back the rights of becoming your own bank? Don't get scared of it. People are like, well, I don't want to put all my money in there, but you put all your money in the other one. Oh, I normally use my money every single month. Okay, so the same way you can use it in that bank, you interrupted in the traditional bank, but when you're with us in the infinite banking, it's uninterrupted growth. So you can still borrow from your cash value. As long as you got money to borrow from, you can borrow from it. While your money that you placed in there is uninterrupted. You're collateralizing the collateral, your life insurance as collateral, right? So that's something, again, you will continue to learn on this journey with us. So yes, we are focused on generational impact. We want your daughters, your sons, your children's children to now see and be able to understand this information. Why? You passed it down. You taught them. Today, Chelsea was learning. Chelsea's in finance. She takes a course in finance. And today she was learning about the traditional banks. So surprising. Then she was learning about income, interest, and principles. I was like, look at here, look at here. And I was able to explain it to her, but also explain to her what she has when it comes to infinite banking. So what are 10 reasons why we must shift from traditional banking to becoming your own banks? I want you to listen to me clearly, because this is how we're going to close it in. 1 is control. You decide. You decide when and how. I'm going to say that again. One of the 10 reasons why you must shift from traditional banking to becoming your own banker is 1, control. You decide when and how to use your money, the same money you work so hard for, not the bank. The bank is not going to utilizing the infinite banking. We're not going to ask you for your credit score. We're not going to ask you when you're going to pay us back. We say be an honest banker now. We're not going to give you tell you can't take your money out. We're not going to hold your money hostage. We're not going to not secure your money. No, we're not going to do all that. We are not a traditional bank. That's the difference between us and a traditional bank. You decide. You decide. I'm going to say it again. You decide when and how to use your own money. Wouldn't that be great? I think so. The second reason why you must shift from traditional banking to becoming your own bank is tax advantage. Grow your wealth tax deferred and access it tax free in many cases. Yes, I said it. I said it and said it. Tax advantage. Grow your wealth tax deferred and access it tax free in many cases. 3, uninterrupted, my favorite, uninterrupted compound interest. Your money keeps growing even while you borrow from it. Yes, I told you, if you want to borrow your money is there, but your money is that you put in won't be interrupted. If you borrow from yourself at the traditional bank, you have interrupted the growth compounding on your money. With infinite banking, it's uninterrupted compound interest. That part. Now drop the mic. Bing. That part. I love uninterrupted growth. The fourth reason why you need to shift from traditional banking to becoming your own bank is privacy and protection. No credit checks. Say yes. Check. No invading of your privacy and no invasive application, right? And it's your own bank. That part. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. So you are protected. Number 5, guaranteed growth. Predictable return without market volatility. That part. Sometimes I'm like, why don't people get this? They so brainwashed. Let's unbrainwash them, Melissa. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Listen, y'all. Y'all don't want to keep going at the same pace, doing the same thing, and getting the same result. Let's move. Let's shift from traditional banking to becoming your own bank. That part. Okay? Family legacy is the 6th. Remember, we're going over 10 reasons why you need to shift from traditional banking to becoming your own bank. The 6th reason is family legacy. We work so hard. You think we working just to pay bills? I hope not. You think you just working to go on vacation? I hope not. I hope you also looking to build a legacy, a family legacy. Pass down wealth and financial wisdom to the next generation. Pass down wealth and financial wisdom to the next generation. And my 7th one is one of my favorite, liquidity. Yes, access. Can you say access granted? Access granted. Access your cash quickly for opportunities like emergencies or any large purchases. You can have access. And guess what? When you have access to that, it's still uninterrupted compound interest. That part. Now, the 8th reason why you need to shift from traditional banking to becoming your own bank is, what's the 8th one? Eliminate wealth transfers. Eliminate wealth transfer. Keep more of your money by reducing interest paid to banks. What? Can you say that again, Melissa? Yes, I can. Eliminate. Can we say eliminate? Eliminate wealth transfers. Keep more of your money. keep more of your money by reducing interest paid to your traditional banks. We're talking about the 10 reasons why you need to shift from traditional banking to becoming your own bank. Number 9, financial independence. Can we say freedom? Freedom. Yes. Let's break free, y'all. Let's break free from the dependency on traditional financial institution. Chain is off. Take it off. There's a song that used to say, no limits, no boundaries. I see increase all around me. Break forth. Stretch forth. Release me, enlarge my territory. That was, Israel. Israel Newberry. That's who used to sing that song. And we got to break forth, y'all. Break out of this traditional way of thinking. That's where you need to host your money. Break free, knowing that you now have dependency. You don't have to depend on a traditional bank anymore. Break free from dependency on the traditional financial institution. And the last one is peace of mind. Peace of mind. Give me peace, oh God. Know that your money is working for you and not for the Wall Street. I had a client of mine that was so upset on Monday because he found out his 401k was decreased 50%. Again, know that you have peace of mind with infinite banking. Know your money is working for you, not against you. Know your money is not in the market, and there's no Wall Street holding up your money. So it's not up and down. It's not yo-yo. You're not on a seesaw. You're not on a roller coaster going up and down and running around. No. Peace of mind. Can you say peace? Peace of mind. I love control, y'all. Take control. Be the bank. Take control. Be the bank. Let's build generational wealth together. I'm excited again. Y'all can hear it in my voice. I am so thankful. Well, I'm excited about what's coming in my future. Very soon I will hold that title. And it's like when I was telling my mentors, Tony and LaToya, I was like, look, I don't like studying. I don't like tests. It gives me anxiety, but this is worth the study. This is worth the doing. I can't wait to announce to you that I am a licensed practitioner of the Nelson Nash Institute. And I'm so thankful for my company, Core Financial Partners, with the help of my partners, Tony and LaToya Chambly, who we are truly believing that our company, Core Financial Partner, will be nationwide. I want to say global because I know we're not in other countries with infinite banking other than Canada, but it is so important for the world to know how how money works, the truth about money. Because banking is not a national thing. Banking is a global thing. Every country has a bank somehow, some way, right? So I can't wait. I'm excited about Core Financial Partners. I'm excited about where we're going. I'm excited about what we're doing. I'm excited for the voices behind Core Financial Partners, and I'm excited to be a part of, be one of the corepreneurs that is launching this process out city to city, state to state, and very soon I will be in your city. Very soon I'll be in your state. But I want you to connect back with me. Go to LambertLegacyFinancial.com, LambertLegacyFinancial.com to book your free consultation. And don't wait. Do it today, okay? Do it when? Today. Do it when? Today, okay? And to learn more about some of the stuff that I've talked about. When you go to the website, there's some great information, some great videos. When you click on to my website, you're going to see where it says videos. There you will see core videos. You will see the Nelson Nash story. You will see the core debt strategy. You will also learn about the podcasts that I've been doing with Tony. Everything is there. The episodes are there for you to listen, to watch. We're not going to do nothing but tell you the truth. Tell you the truth about money, that part. Okay, so we are truly excited that we're bringing information to the massive, and you are the massive. We want to take this information truly by storm. So I am excited again for just this great honor and opportunity to be able to share this information. And I look forward to becoming your financial consultant. I want to get you ready for what's coming. People are scared about what's going on with China and all this information. But you gotta silence the noise, y'all. That's a distraction to what you need to focus on. Don't get distracted in this season. Huh. God did not plant us on this earth to be slaves to our money. God planned us to be owners of it all. Right? So shift your mindset. Let's get out of this traditional banking. I'm going to repeat the 10 reasons why you need to shift from traditional banking to becoming your own bank. 1, control. 2, tax advantages. 3, uninterrupted compound interest. 4, privacy and protection. 5, guaranteed growth. 6, family legacy. 7, liquidity. 8, eliminate wealth transfers. 9, financial independence. And 10, peace of mind. Don't forget to connect back with me, LambertLegacyFinancial.com, LambertLegacyFinancial.com. You can always tune in every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here at WomanEmergeRadio.com, WomanEmergeRadio.com. I say that again, WomanEmergeRadio.com. You can also find me on Facebook at Melissa, that's Mellisa S. Lambert, Melissa S. Lambert, and also at Lambert Legacy Financial. Don't forget to visit LambertLegacyFinancial.com. It will bring you to my core website. I am a part of CORE. I am excited about this partnership and what we're doing and where we're going and what God is shifting in this season. And be prepared for all the cities and states that we're going to be traveling through in the next couple of months. My goal is to be somewhere every weekend, okay? Because we got to build this thing by foot. Everybody we get so scared of each other nowadays after COVID. Stop being scared. Just mask up if you want to, if you need to. And we will make sure you're safe when you do come forth. We believe that this matter is important, and we want you to be serious about your own financial future. Don't delay. Don't say, I'll do it today, I'll do it tomorrow, while you can do it today. Don't put off what you can do for today. Okay? Don't put it off. And as Nelson Nash, he brightly said, I want to make sure you grab this again. This statement that he said, the late Nelson Nash, the father of the infinite banking concept, he said this very plain: plan as if you are going to live forever. Live as if you're going to die tomorrow. Y'all, I'm excited to connect with you. I can't wait to connect with you. I can't wait to share this information with you and those you love, like, and even trust. Even your worst enemy, they need to know about this information as well. Until next time, y'all, take care. I want you to take charge and know that you are blessed and you are highly favored. And knowledge is power. But make sure when you're getting this knowledge, you don't take it and just and just leave it. You take it and use it, and don't you ever keep me a secret. Someone needs to know about me. Somebody needs to know about Core Financial Partners. Somebody needs to know about this information and become their own bank. So until next time, take care, take charge, and continue to be great. Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to Women Emerge with Melissa Lambert, where Melissa speaks with leaders, experts, and motivators who share their journeys and their stories through personal and professional growth, knowledgeable tips, and lessons learned that will empower you to grow. Follow Melissa and Women Emerge Network on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at MELLISASLAMBERT and at Women Emerge Network, and visit www.womenemergenetwork.com. Remember, when you know better, you can do better, especially when God is for you.